Now I'm like Mr. This do my own. Not gonna lie, some of these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top notch. I got that chicken to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Detroit!
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Montgomery. It's a big play there on third down. 45 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Detroit! Over!
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Watch him now, Barney. Over.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rhodes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's forced out left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before. Right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They get it to him running left. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Being chased out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he will score. It's a touchdown. End zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now give that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Working out of the gun. Mayfield flush to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On the carry, it's Montgomery. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Running left, Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Over! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back down in Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. There he goes. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over. Hot, hot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Over, 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 over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! Over, 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 over! Watch it now, Barney, Barney! Hey, watch it!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. On the stop, Breeland speaks.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down.
Green 39, green 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he He's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gone!
Mayfield looks to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Over! Watch him now, Barney.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And I think the ball's out, and the Cowboys have recovered. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get...
But I know... convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day. Go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Oliver. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 14 yards there at a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Mayfield now from the 50. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Set, 319, 319. Detroit, Detroit.
Now a handoff looking right, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Back now here on EA. The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 4.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Now Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. On
fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And he was hit as he...
and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gone, 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 gone. Over.
Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. That is caught inside the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Montgomery, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On third down, it's Montgomery, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. Downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Gone! Mayfield on first down. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. On second down, Mayfield again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Back down in that Philly. Here we go. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he has got it. from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Running for it, Montgomery. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And Dallas, terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he fends it. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
319!
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you got a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you...
And got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
He's back to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the easy ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the home team here, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.